Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's Friday morning, May the 24th. Long weekend, of course, Memorial Weekend on Monday. No show on Monday. We're back again on Tuesday, and it's 7:42. We're starting slightly later, as advertised in the live stream. If I'm going to be late by a few minutes, I always say things are different. This morning, I was on the phone to some potential CEOs, a pool of CEOs, actually. Thank you to our last CEO on the show, sharing with other people. Now we have others that want to be on the show, which is very, very nice, and I had to make that call this morning. Unfortunately, I had a time spot. I could only fit it in, so I apologize for going a few minutes late. We were a few minutes earlier to this show on the Extra channel, so if you want to know what's going on behind the scenes, you can quicker with the Extra channel. Anyway, let's make a start today. Now then, the first thing I want to do is Farter, who is in the channel today, emailed me and asked me for the Discord link. So I wanted to do it, I wanted to give it to you live so I could explain it. So thank you for your email. Here is the Discord link. I know you've been waiting for it. There it is. If you click on that link, that's the link to become a member. Just so you know, the link was below every video I've ever made, every video and every live. If you look below in the description, you will find you'll find all the links. So Discord link is below every video in the description. It's also below every live video in the description. It's also on martynlucas.com /links. All the link on the links page, it's there as well. So that's how you find it for future reference. If anyone wants to know, how do you find it? That's how you find it. All right. It's available like that. Okay, now then, let me just reset this camera here. And that camera's showing up. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So if you go and do that, that's the first thing. It'll take 10 minutes to get through security. If you've not been on before, it will take a few minutes. Once you've done that, send me a friend request, as I put in the chat, to Martyn Lucas. Please don't spell it wrong. There are hundreds of copycats waiting to come in and scam you and pretend to be me. So please be very, very careful about that. Right, and then once you've done all of that, I will go over there now. Let's have a look. And I'm looking for a friend request or your username. If you've watched the video about being a member, you'll know. Put your username now in the chat. All right, put your username on Discord in the YouTube chat so I can find you and upgrade you. I don't know who you are, remember, on Discord. I've got no idea. I think this might be you. There's someone here called Fat BUU. That might be you, but I don't know it's you. So what I need you to do is give me your username in the chat, and then I will add you. I can't possibly know until you message me. All right? I've got lots of people messaging me, trying to get on the channel, and all the rest of it. Now, I do see this person. This might be you. I don't know. See, people try to pretend. Until you give me your username, I don't know. So this might be you right now. If this is you, just confirm it's you, and I will add this person. But we just don't know. All right? Until you tell me. Fat BUU, I have no idea. It could be. I don't know. Anyway, I will wait for you to confirm, send me a friend request, and then I will upgrade you. Does that all make sense? I hope so. All right, let's go through all the comments. Now, yesterday, before I do the comments, yesterday was perfect. What we had yesterday was we had a great return from, of course, NVIDIA. Great signs for a great business, and not just okay now, but still growing into the future. So everything was great. Everything was great. Earnings season has been great. We've come to the end now of the main caps earnings season. Everything was great. And then we had a sell-off I put it on the video yesterday. We went live and we called it the 10% sell-off, right? Because some stocks were down 10% yesterday. It was a sell-off because Wall Street had an opportunity to take profits, dump the stock because they knew everybody else would follow suit. That's what they do. And down it went. It went down because of the minutes. The minutes said that inflation is sticky and we might not get rate cuts, but we already knew that. If you watch the FOMC report, which is why we cover it live, we already knew that. We don't learn anything new, hardly anything at all from the minutes. We know pretty much all about those things in the main FOMC report. However, it presents an opportunity for those who want to dump the stock and then buy it again. Well, that's what happened. People dump the stock. And whenever they dump the stock, I pick it up. That's my strategy over and over and over and over again. So my margin had started to have been reduced. It was coming down, and now it's going back up again because I have bought more on the dip. Was it right to do so? Yes, because if we now look at the S&P today, the S&P is up 0.23. So I'm beating the market because I'm using margin, which exaggerates the up and the down. I'm up 0.32. So I'm beating the market today by 0.1, which is great, right? So that was why I did it. It's a very simple strategy. I only buy the S&P. It's the 500 best companies in the world. I primarily do it, of course, to be impartial and not promoting and pumping stocks. That's the main reason for my CEO series. That's the first thing. But most importantly, if the data and the economy and the situation hasn't changed, there's no macro condition, everything is just as per normal. When you get a drop for no reason other than an overreaction to information we already had, that is your buy sign. That is your buy zone. That is saying, well, there's a discount, an unnecessary discount. Now, some people will tell me, well, you keep using margin, yes, and then when it goes up and sideways, I just concentrate on paying it off. Just keep doing that over and over again, that same principle over and over again. Okay, so that's all I do over and over again. And my portfolio just keeps going up and up and up. And eventually I'll be at, well, in 2 months' time, I'll be up at $100,000 and $1 million within the sort of 6-7 years now. All right, so no problem there. Now, some people will say to me, well, what if it goes down 20-30%? You won't have any money to buy a bigger dip. Yes, I will. I've still got $87,000 available to me now on margin. I never go all in. All my money's invested, but now I've used $24,000 of margin. The first $2,000 is free. The interest rate has now come down to 6.25, so it's viable. And I intend to pay that off in a few months' time, right? And so on and so forth. Now, should I not be able to earn as much next month on YouTube or the following month, things start going down, I start earning less money, then what I'll do perhaps is sell some to reduce margin. I don't want to be in margin for the next 2 years, but I'm always optimistic that I'm earning more every month and I'm growing every month. So I've got a good idea where I might be in 3 or 4 months. It's the same with you. You know what you're earning, your job, whatever it might be, and so on and so forth. So that's my strategy. So to answer the question, what about if it goes down 20-30%? Do you have money? Well, yes, I do. But what if it goes down 20-30%? You should have, if you'd waited, you could have got a better deal. Warren Buffett will tell you over and over again, never, ever, ever, ever wait for the correction. Because remember, your shares compound. The shares I bought back in January are now up like 15, 16, 17%. So if we get, say, another 8%, 10% up from now, and then we pull back 30%, worst case scenario, we're not going to, but imagine if we did, I would still be up on the majority of my shares. I would still be up on the majority of my shares. Yes, the ones I bought today and yesterday and last week might be down. The further we go back, the better it is. But yes, they might be down. But overall, I'm still up. So all I would do is now buy more. It's a very, very simple strategy. And along the journey, I'm consistently earning more and more and more dividends from the S&P or whatever dividend paying stock you're buying. So this month, next month in June, is it July? July, I think it is. We got about a month to go, about a month. I'm going to get my next payment of the S&P dividends. Last quarter, I was about $300. This quarter, I should be about $400. And the idea is to get up to $1,000 a month in dividends. To do that, I need about $800,000 of the S&P to achieve that. And at that point, in about 6 years' time, 7 years' time, I will have enough money to live on without selling any shares at all. And now the shares are still going up. I can trim off. I want to buy myself something, I sell a couple of shares. I want to buy something, I sell a couple of shares. Simple strategy. So that's the result of yesterday's overreaction and overselling. Will it go down today? I don't know. Bearing in mind, of course, today is it's a long weekend. People don't like typically being in the stocks on a long weekend. They don't want to remain in the stocks. However, there's no real major macro conditions right now. Things in Israel are about the same. We've got no real threat of this weekend. There's going to be Iran invading Syria. What's going on in Ukraine seems about the same. Nothing at the moment to scare the market. So what we might get today is not a sell-off, a further rally, which I think we will. I think my portfolio could hit 90,000 today because the overreaction was done to buy back in. So now we'll get the buyback. I think that's likely to happen today. Anyway, there you go. That's my strategy. That's how I believe it's going, and that's the reaction to the latest information. Anyway, let's go back because we have one of our members. Let's have a look. Fatar. Yes, Fat Boo is you. Great. So now what I do, I go over to Discord. Have you sent me a friend request? Let's have a look. No, I don't have. Do I have a friend request? Yes. Okay, so here we go. So, Fat BU, this is Fatar, our new guest from Turkey. Thank you very much. Just become a member. We can now upgrade you. So, first thing I need to do is not accept your friend request straight away. I will, but what I do is I go into members. And I find you here. All right, you're on the server. Whoops a daisy, let me close that. There you are on the server. You've just joined. Okay, so I click on you. I get your username. Right, I get your username. In fact, I don't need that because I've already found you. Ignore that step. Right, what I'm going to do is give you some roles. So roles, I'm going to make you now a member of the channel. Okay, and that will remain as long as you are a member. So you are now a member of the channel, which now means you can see all of these servers. I'm sure the one you're most interested in will be Ed Nevius's scalp trading. You can learn how to scalp trade with Ed Nevius. All that training is provided free. You don't pay for it like Meet Kevin and all those people who charge you. It's free. This is proper paid training for free, very often one-on-one, but not always. Okay. I now go to your friend request up here. You sent me a friend request and I'll accept that. We are now friends. I've got somebody messaging me called Week Old, probably a scam because he's trying to talk about how to take your portfolio to 10,000 on all the rest of it. I don't know. I don't know who that person is. I cannot accept their friend request or cannot accept their message until they come into YouTube or Rumble because we have the same service on Rumble. No idea who that is. All right, so I can't do that. And that's all done. Now, you will see I've sent you an automatic message. So if you've watched the video, you will know I send you one back. All done. I do that so you know it's me. And please don't accept any friend requests from anybody else called Martyn Lucas because they're trying to take your information. All right. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. And you can now take advantage of all those things that happen on Discord. Brilliant. Now then, I want to go on to Rumble a second because I've got a member on Rumble who became a subscriber. I think he's called Dragon Z. I've been trying to find him now for about 4 or 5 days. He became a subscriber and I'm trying to give him his benefits, but unfortunately, he's not in the chat. So I can't, I don't know who he is on Discord, so I can't upgrade him and all those things. So anyway, hopefully he'll be in and I'll be able to upgrade him. So if you are in Discord right now, I'm showing Discord on the screen. If you are in Discord, I think you're called Dragon Z. I'll know because you've got a member badge, a subscriber badge, which is the same as a member on YouTube. And I'll be able to give you your access to our Discord server as well. So I'm just waiting for you to come on in and so I can do that. Right, let's go for the comments. Good morning all. Mike, good morning, Mike. Good morning, everybody. So Fatar, you are all done now. Welcome to you. Thank you very much for the information. GoDB, yes. Morning, everyone. Michael N. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Michael Octavio. FFIE. Let's have a quick look. FFIE. FFIE, yes, is up 12% today. Doing very nice. Going for its next little bounce. Be careful, though. Be careful. There's no value in this company at all. But good luck to you. We did say, Sensei's video did say that there's I think it was a 60% chance that we'd have a short squeeze. So we can see some movement today. So let's cover that latest news. FFIE, FFIE. Let me give you 2 bits of information. FFIE. Okay, here's some latest information there, and it's 30 minutes in or 15 minutes in. So FFIE, we'll put this out. What's the short position? FFIE. Faraday. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Latest news on Faraday, FFIE, ticker symbol. In this very brief video, I'm going to show you why FFIE is up today. Some latest news, some latest chart information, latest trends, looking at the short position and seeing what's going on. All right, so here we go. If this interests you, tap the like button. Remember, we're not here to pump and dump the stock. I only own the S&P. I've got all-time highs just about to break again today, and I'll tell you why we bought the dip yesterday in that unnecessary crash. It's always necessary though, right? Provides opportunity to buy once again, and I did. I bought about 11 shares yesterday of the S&P, and I'll show you why. So in this video, I'm going to give you some information about FFIE, where it's going, and a latest chart for you as well, and a latest update from Sensei on your AI, what AI predicts for FFIE, and there's more coming as well. So you won't want to miss this. So make sure that you subscribe to this, because we've got a video being made right now for you as I speak. This is being made live, so you don't want to miss it for today's trading. So FFIE up 12.58% today, looking good. We did show you on this video here, just out less than 2 days ago, Faraday Future AI short squeeze. Sensei asked ChatGPT all about it. If you click above my head or down below in the description, you can go and check that video out. I then also followed it up with my update on it, what I think about it as well. So that's just out. That's out just 1 day ago. You might want to go and check that out. Again, links above my head and down below in the description. But we got some latest news, latest charts. Let's have a little look for you and show you what we mean. So this is the latest price action on FFIE. Remember, there's no value here to the company. Pretty much everyone, whether you are bullish, bearish, shorting the stock, long on the stock, whatever you are, pretty much everyone agrees, whether you are investors, whether you are on Reddit, stock twits, wherever you are. I've looked, I've seen, I've done polls, I've got the sense of it all, what's going on. Everyone believes that the stock hasn't got any value, but you can make money from it, okay? So that's a pretty unanimous decision. Of course, there's others who think it will turn it around. You may think that. I don't see that. But anyway, latest news I want to bring to you, GameStop and FFIE, the wild ride in Faraday Future Intelligent Electric shares have jumped out on Interactive Brokers platform, with the EV startup driving near the top of the online brokerages firm's weekly list of most active assets. Now, we've got earnings for FFIE soon. We will be covering it, so you don't want to miss that when we cover it. Let me just check what date that is. The proposed date is June the 4th, so a couple of weeks away. We will be covering it. Let me share with you on the screen what we'll be doing. This is the earnings. Now, you might not care about the earnings. I like to know what the balance sheet, what the business is, and all the rest of it. I don't think many of you that are trading this really care, quite frankly, but I would like to know what if I can not only trade the stock, but maybe it gets turned around. So we will cover the stock on June the 4th. Expected. That date might change, of course, but if it doesn't change, whatever it is, we will cover it anyway. Faraday stocks price soared 3,810% since Monday through yesterday's close, with last week marking an explosive refresh of the meme stock frenzy. Massive short interest on the stock is a key reason the FFI buying spree kicked off. Faraday Future eventually became the second most active listed on IBKR's count of its 25 most actively traded stocks and options over the previous 5 sessions. As we noted, our customers are attracted to high volatility and volume. So nothing really new to say just there for the moment. So I'm not going to focus on that. What I am going to focus on is this over here. Very, very important, this little bit of information over here. We all know that there's no value in FFIE at all. This is its profitability score I've generated for you. Using my Alpha Spread software, all my members can get this for free, or a premium service, which is what I use, basically makes my membership for free, because the discount I give you is better than Bloomberg, CNBC. It always is. Any deal I do is always better than anyone else's. Otherwise, I just don't partner with these people. I always bring my members the best service. So there you go. We know it's got a 26% solvency score. We know it's extremely likely to go bankrupt. We know all of that. But there is this potential here of a $10 stock. 740% upside. We are seeing that potential. Nothing on the lowest or the highest, but on the average, that's what we're seeing. Well, what about the short interest? We have had some insiders buying the stock as well. That might be of interest to you. Insiders buying, so they're enjoying the rise as well. We're at 85.71% short interest at the moment. So we're extremely high. We were higher though. So just bear that in mind. I'm seeing if there's any more information on that. Nothing has changed since I've started making this video. Want to keep up to date with it as much as possible. Anyway, so there we are. There's Faraday moving. Now, bearing in mind, why is it up today? Of course, everyone's buying it. Obviously, it goes up when you buy it, down when you sell it. We understand that. But remember, there's a very specific reason today, and I'll share with you. Here is my portfolio. Yesterday, we had, the night before yesterday, we had a great report from NVIDIA. NVIDIA reporting great, fantastic, but can it continue growth? Yes, it can. It told you about what's coming this year, in the next quarter and the next. We don't have to wait until 2025. What's coming now? So NVIDIA have still got plenty of growth. So why did the market sell off yesterday? They sold because of the minutes. The minutes came out. And because the minutes came out and said inflation is sticky, Wall Street used that as an opportunity to dump the stock. Because remember, Wall Street are investors, they are traders. The market is a trading market. It's not a hold forever market, otherwise the system wouldn't work. They sold so they could buy back. They drove the market down, and it worked. It went down yesterday, went down on news we already had. So it was unnecessary, but that's how the markets work. What did I do? I bought in yesterday. I always do. I always buy, and I'll always use margin if necessary. I buy when things go down, when the macro conditions are the same. We're not going to have, there's no indication of any extra wars this weekend. Remember, we got a long weekend, typically a Friday, it's a sell-off Friday, but because it's a Friday with a long weekend, people are looking for the opportunity to get out again of the market. But we've just had that big drop yesterday. So what did I do? And this will explain, coming back to FFIE in a moment. Yesterday, as you can see here, I'll share with you, as I always do, my trades. I made 3 trades yesterday. Look, the 23rd, I bought $3,300. Then I bought another $2,500. Then another $2,500. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $8,500 yesterday. I bought the S&P. Was it the right thing to do? Well, yes, it was, because yesterday we had an overreaction with no real reason, and today it's gone up. Now, it's up by 0.23 today, the S&P, but I am up, beating the market, as I very often do, by 0.32. So I'm 1/10 ahead of the market today because I'm using more and more margin. Now, whenever it goes up now, I start spending the next few weeks paying down the margin. When it goes down, I buy more again. Remember, you can get $2,000 free on Robinhood as well at the moment, interest free. And the margin is now 6.25, which is the lowest margin of any brokerage anywhere, which is fantastic. And it goes lower, all the way down to 5% or thereabouts if you put in $10 million. I don't happen to have $10 million today, and I don't think I'll ever have $10 million in my lifetime. My growth would not add up to that. Anyway, so why is FFIE up today? Well, because yesterday, the overall market went down. The global market went down because of what the Fed minutes revealed, which was nothing. We already knew it. So everyone sold off yesterday. Every business went down. A few businesses stayed up. And we saw, I think, Faraday stay up last night, which was very nice. But typically speaking, most businesses went down yesterday, and the businesses that are borrowing money and aren't making any money, things like Virgin Galactic, for example, or whatever, they went down much, much more because they always do. When the market sells off, everything goes down the same, but companies that don't make any money and they're losing money or they're in debt or whatever, they exaggerate. The same way as my margin exaggerates my gains and my losses. It's the same thing. So today, what we've got a bullish sign for FFIE because people were starting to buy in. Just be careful though, because we do have a long weekend. It could be a sell-off Friday. And remember, FFIE has actually no value anyway. It's just the trading action and all the rest of it, the trends and all the rest of it. But that can't last forever. And remember, this time, the whole GameStop FFIE situation is very, very different because now the SEC and the government and so on and so forth, Wall Street, are building in measures to prevent this happening again, and it's getting the weapons they're using are getting more and more powerful, and it's harder and harder to do it. And we've seen that because if we look at GameStop, from the moment I started saying it's going to zero, and just to clarify, because some people have said to me, GameStop can't go to zero. No, it can't. The business can't go to zero. I was referring, and I'm sorry if I've confused anybody, I was referring to you going to zero. This is when it popped up. This is when I said, and I started putting videos out, and I've been doing it consistently, like a video every day about GameStop's situation. Apes out of the zoo. You saw yesterday all the trolls coming on, all the negative information is coming out, much more aggressive nature in the chat. We've seen it. We've seen how the show has changed over the last week. That's all to do with the GameStop situation. That's what it does. It brings out the worst in people, right? I said the stock is it's going to zero. I was referring to you. And ever since I put those videos out, it just keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower. So GameStop isn't going to zero. It's actually headquartered just down the road from me. I was actually talking to people who work at the business on the board yesterday, and I was on the phone this morning. I've got people I want to have on the show as part of my Meet the CEO series. The business isn't going bust, but the business is experiencing excessive volatility with all this selling. It's not doing the business any good. So the business is fine, even though it's being damaged, but you don't care about that, right? You just want to trade and make money. I understand that, but it's not going to zero. You're going to zero if you're not careful. And all I care about is my members making money. So there's an update today on FFIE. Very, very important. I hope that makes sense. Be very careful. It's very easy to make money. As you see, I'm about to hit all-time highs again today. I'm expecting to see $90,000 potentially today, if not on Tuesday. Long weekend, remember. So click above my head for all the links. I gave you the Alpha Spread link if you want my software that I use to review stocks. I think it's the best AI software in the world. I'm not paid to make the reviews. I'm not paid to say that. I just believe it. And I don't even get any money if you sign up for the free plan. If you get the premium plan, I get about $15, a one-off payment, but that's it. But it's not about my $15. It's about you getting the best service. So click above my head for that. Also, I'll put the links above my head as well for the FFIE playlist and the GameStop playlist, because we're adding more charts and more information to that. We like to do it over the weekend so you're ready on a Monday. Of course, Sensei has his Sunday show on Sunday. You don't want to miss that, where he will do all the charts ready for you, prepared for you for the Monday morning show, the Monday morning trading. So how to find that, I might as well share that with you. If you go to the homepage of the channel right now where we are, you will see here that we have upcoming live streams. There is this afternoon show, right? We are live now, of course. There's the live show right now. If we scroll down there, there's the upcoming. Now, this is Ascent Solar. It's not today. It's been rescheduled. I have to move this. But you will see the next show is on Sunday. Sunday, there is Sensei's show. You can click on that or whatever, and you can leave a question in. To first come, first serve. First come, first serve when it comes to doing charts for you. If you want Sensei to do a chart for FFIE or whatever, giving you all the buy zones, the sell zones, the support levels, all the rest of it, you can have all of that provided for you so you can trade successfully on Monday morning. We'll work late on Sunday, get it all out, and then the information is there for you on Monday. If that's of use to you, then please join Sensei on Sunday. So there you go. Above my head, also down here for the 12-hour stream, we are live 12 hours a day, providing a 12 hours a day live members-only stream. It's only 99 cents to be a member, but it protects us as much as we can from bots and scammers, gives you the best service. That's what it's all about. But down here in the description, at the top of the description, and also at the top of the comments, I will post the GameStop playlist and the FFI playlist. Link to Alpha Spread is down in the chat, down in the description. Also on my website, martynlucas.com, you'll find the link, and that's all below as well. And over here, I will put the two playlists, FFIE here, so all the information as it comes out in order will be here, and everything for GameStop in order will be here. There you go. Check out all that information. FFIE, be careful today. You can make some money, but why not take some profits? Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. Okay. Octavio, good morning to you. Hi, Michael and Octavio. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Martin. I heard on Bloomberg that SpaceX might IPO in July at $110. SpaceX IPO? I never thought Elon Musk would want to go public. I would love to buy SpaceX. I would love that very, very much indeed. The XYZ portfolio would be interesting, wouldn't it? That could rocket up because you're already in. DXYZ. That's interesting. Thank you for that. GoDB. Could you put that information on Discord for me in links for YouTube? I think that's a very important video to cover. Watching TRX this morning on watch all day for pullback, scalps, due diligence if trading. Okay, if we've got time, TIRX. 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 Here we go. TIRX. Thank you very much indeed. All right. Let's have a quick look at TIRX. Just coming in from Ed Nevius, scalp trading, hot information. TIRX. Okay, so TIRX, what's the time? Live 35. TIRX. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor, our hot scalp trade stock is being made live, happening live right now. This video is being made live. It'll come out as soon as possible. This is the one our scalp trading expert is watching this morning, who also provides scalp trading training for free. Yes, we don't charge for it. It's free to all our members on our Discord server. Links above my head, links below in the description if you want to get access to Discord. Don't bother clicking on it though unless you are a YouTube member. It's not available to anyone who's not a YouTube member. And then when you become a member, I need to upgrade you live in the show to explain how it all works. So just bear that in mind if you are doing it. It's for YouTube members and Rumble subscribers. Okay, that service. What we're looking at this morning is Martyn Lucas, and it is TRIX. This is our trade this morning from Ed Nevius. Okay, this is what we're looking at. We call it the top gainers, low float, heavy volume, float rotation. That's what we're talking about when we talk about these stocks. They are very quick, very fast scalp trades. And Ed is watching it this morning, waiting for a pullback. Due diligence always necessary. This is not financial advice, not recommending you buy it. I'm only in the S&P. I don't trade at all. Well, I do trade, but I don't buy any of these stocks. I'm only in the S&P 500. This is for informational purposes only. Let me give you some further information on it should you wish to scalp trade this and get the knowledge from Ed Nevius. We are showing a 69% undervaluation, but it's not as accurate as we'd like because it's a very, very, very small market cap. Let's scroll down and see. We've got very limited information, as you can see. Wow, look at this, 1.4 million revenue. This is the sort of stock that will rank very quickly on YouTube. We'll be number one for this within about 24 hours. A lot of people will learn about this, so things could move very, very quickly. 35 million in assets, 1.6 million liabilities, no short or long-term debt, so not bad. A good balance sheet, you would say there. 66% solvency. Look, not going to go bust. They don't have any debt or any meaningful debt. That's showing on the information here. 66% is virtually bright green, so that's very, very good. Profitability, they're not really making any money at the moment though. 20% is low, very low. What about any short interest? Short interest, not really, 2.36. So no major interest there, no sentiment, no one talking about it, no one reviewing, no attention. So that could bring some volatility to the stock once it gets discovered on our channel. So there we go. That's Martyn Lucas. I hope I pronounced that correctly. What is it? Let's briefly look what it is. It engages in the provision of insurance products. Its insurance products include individual whole life insurance. That's what it's all about. It's $3.42, 26.77. If we look at the chart, it's been continually going down now for a year. We can see it IPO'd back here in 2021. That's why it's quite new. limited information. It popped up, as most IPOs did at that time, sold right off, and then been flatlining ever since. But of course, if you zoom in, nothing's really flatlining at all. If you look in, there's a massive opportunity here. It certainly is a trading stock, and we are looking at it today. That was provided by Ed Nevius. All right, click above my head for all the links. We've got a whole series of these now, of these high float stocks that are very fast moving. You might want to follow them and see what they're doing, and come back and see how it compares 6 months from today. Look down below in the description. You'll also find Alpha Spread. What I was using here was my Alpha Spread software technology, the most advanced algorithmic software to give you the latest information, the way to look at charts, information, profitability scores, who's buying, who's selling, balance sheets, all the good stuff, intrinsic values, all of that. I will put all that below in the description as well, and above my head on martynlucas.com. The all links button, all the links are together in one place. And I'll briefly show you that, because some people go, well, I can't find the link. So what you do is you go over here, martynlucas.com. The link's always above my head in every video, and also below in every video in the description. All links below. There's the newsletter if you want the birthday cards, Christmas cards, and all the rest of it. And then down here, you will see all the links. So you can scroll down and you find all the different links, Instagram and StockTwits and Facebook and Threads and this and that and the other. And you'll also see the Alpha Spread right there, where you get a link. I'll take you right to it. There you go. There's our very own Lucas Aids page. You can get a lifetime discount of this, and it basically makes our membership for free. Better than Bloomberg, better than CNBC, and much better than Mad Money, Jim Cramer. We offer the best deal for all our members. We always have, and we always will. All right, so there you go. And I think that's it. And over here, I will put the playlist for where's it gone? I lost the ticker symbol now. Oh, TIRX, couldn't see it. I'm making this live, right? I've just heard about it 3 seconds ago. I'll put the playlist for it just here, and I think I'll put the other playlist for all the top gainers, low float, heavy volume stock trades down here, and you can go back and see how the videos did in time. People often like to go back and go, okay, let's have a look at that and see how it fares today. I'll put the full playlist down there of stocks that are heavy movers, big movers, and give you a chance to trade. So up here for the playlist for TIRX, and down here the playlist for all of the stocks we are talking about in the Ed Nevius Scalp Trade series. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Right, let me refresh this a minute. We've got, what, 5 minutes to go? Let me see if this works. Let me see. Refresh the screen. I'm just doing a little check here. And just doing a couple of checks. We're looking good. Portfolio's green again. Going up, we like it. Right. Hi, Daniel. Martin, I heard on Bloomberg. I want that information. Just bought 1,700 shares of ASTI. ASTI live on the show soon. Congratulations to you. Hi, Crag. Hi, Radiant. Hi. Now I understand why you buy... now I understand why you buy the S&P 500. I thought you bought the S&P because Virgin Orbit is no longer available. Don't really understand that. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. Yes, Jay, good morning to you. Thank you. You're very welcome. MBIO, Anis Syed. I can cover it if you are a member of the channel. Happy Friday, everyone. Friday phone in half an hour. SNDL and Tilray both look good. Let's have a look at those in a minute. I bought some Tilray the other day, looking to get back. Good morning, everyone. Going to set a stop loss. Hi, Martin. Please update Nicola. Right. Okay. Tusha Patel. You are interested in Nicola, one of our members here. Let me do something for you. And I would strongly recommend this because you are obviously very, very keen on the Nicola. So I think what's best is on Sunday, just 2 days from now, Sensei will, as a member, you are a member, he will do this live for you. He will do a Nicola chart updated with the latest information that we collect from today. So the very, very latest stuff, all right? If you go here, I would strongly recommend you do. Let me give you the link. Thank you, James. Time for a cup of tea, I agree. Nicola, for Tusha Patel. Here we go. There you go. There is your link. I've just put it in the chat. If you go there now, go to live chat and put in your request here. Put in your request, because it's first come, first serve. Put in your request, hey, Sensei, could you do a latest information on Nicola? He'll do it for you. You're one of my members. So he will do that for you on the Sunday show. I've given you the link. I want to see you. I want to see your name pop in there. That would be absolutely great. All right, 1 minute to go. Will self banking and hope be catalyst? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it's going to happen this year because of the election. Imagine Martin adding a section to the show, reviewing members' portfolios and the reason in buying it. That sounds a good idea. Yes. Guten Morgen. Lilium is doing great. What's going on? What's going on? We covered Lilium last week and we told you that Lilium was going up. We made a video on it. The latest. Have I got time to show you? I'm running out of time to show you. If you go into, I've literally got 40 seconds. So I'm running out of time to show you. But if we go here, YouTube, if you go right to the top, search, I'll just get this done for you. You can find out exactly why Lilium is going up. We already told you. LILM, there's the Lilium. Search for Martyn Lucas, LIM. There it is. There's the latest chart. We just did it 4 days ago. Told you it was going up. There's the earnings. There's set to fly. There it is. Told you that Lilium was set to fly. Lilium chart. It's all there, all in on Lilium. Elon Musk, I've done all these things for you. They're right there. I've got 15 seconds to go. I'm going to run out of time. Let me do the sound effects. Let me bring you back to here. Flipping heck. Here we go. Another green day, breaking all-time records once again. All right, 3, 2, 1. The bell has now gone and we are green, very green today. Of course, I've got more margin and we are a long weekend, of course, so that's going to change things a little bit. But I'm bullish. I'm very optimistic. That's why I've spent $24,000 using margin. So I'm very happy to do that. Tusha Patel, he's done it. Good man. There you go. Tusha Patel is right in. He's the first person. He's just behind Stacy. Please do Nicola for me. Tusha Patel, he will do it live on the show. Not only will he do it live, we will put out a video afterwards. So you will have that video if you don't watch it live. But obviously, it's best if you watch it live because you can ask him questions. Fantastic. So my portfolio today, we're up to date. Another green day. We're beating the market again. And we're 88,000 now. Our all-time high is 89,700. So we've got about $1,200 to go to all-time highs. But now remember, I've got more shares than ever. I've just bought even more, $24,000 of the S&P the last couple of days because of the overreaction, the overselling. Very simple strategy. From the minutes. So we're about to break all-time record. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit $89,000 today. It's going up quickly. Of course, I'm beating the market because I am in margin. All right, that's how it works. All right, let's go through all our positions. Here we go. What's up? What's down? Are you in? Are you out? If you're new here, please tap subscribe. We go live 12 hours a day. and smash the like button. Let's go for all our positions. Welcome over there on the Extra channel. This is the Extra channel where we are live 12 hours a day providing service to our members. It's only 99 cents to be a member of the Extra channel. Here is the link to Extra. You can become a member for 99 cents and you can be part of our community 12 hours a day, getting all the information behind the scenes, what's going on, never miss anything, and have a wonderful community every day to celebrate in. All right, okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Overall portfolio up. I will be breaking all-time records. Virgin Galactic is up, but just pulling back. Palantir is up, but pulling back. Gold is going up today. The S&P is up 0.33, but I'm at 0.46. Exaggerating it because I'm in margin, so I'm taking advantage of that. Amazon is going up and going up quickly. Apple is going up and going up quickly. Next Era Energy, big sell-off yesterday for no reason whatsoever other than Wall Street dump it so they can buy it again. Enphase Energy, it's still a 2 to 3x. One of the best stocks, best balance sheets you can buy. Coca-Cola, talking about best balance sheets. A $200 stock is J&J. Just for the dividends alone, it's worth buying it here. Kenvue, Kenvue is up today. Chevron is up as well, 0.6. Tesla is going up quickly. It's going to benefit from Nvidia. Nvidia make money, so do Google, so do Microsoft, so do Tesla. All good news there. McDonald's going up, Google going up. Microsoft taking a bit of a sell-off today. Nvidia just pulling back slightly. Went way over $1,000. I said it would on the earnings. I said it wouldn't do it straight away. I was wrong there, but I said it would go over $1,000 and it did. No question about that. Just read the numbers. Tilray Brands going up. Robinhood trimming back. IonQ is up today, looking good. Rocket Lab going down. Plug going down, but it's up. Rumble up 2.14. Funware is up. FFIE, we talked about it earlier. It's being dumped again as fast as it went up as it's going straight back down again. Rio Tinto up just for the dividends. Bitcoin is down 0.49. Polygon is down 1.57. XRP is up 0.78. And we just covered this one. Let's go back to, I think it was GameStop. It's going straight back down again. Like I've said over and over and over and over again, my information is that you will go to zero, not the stock will go to zero. I was talking to people from GameStop yesterday and this morning. Anyway, there we go. Let me read more comments. He will do my root network. Yes, he will. GameStop are losing money. Yeah, they're a rubbish business, but they're not going to zero. But you'll go to zero if you buy it. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Shadow, particularly with the short interest. Never make it to Mars, but it's into the hands of clinical stock. What is the ROI of a Mars base? I've no idea. Hello, Mike. Martin, what is your prediction for the low of Nvidia after the 10-to-1 split? The 10-to-1 split is not a low. It's a good thing. It'll go higher. It'll go higher. Look at my portfolio today. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. No surprise. Could it $90,000 today? Wouldn't take hardly anything at all to take me to $90,000. Oh. Look at this. Very, very good indeed. Afternoon all. David Warnes. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Connor Skeets. How are you today? Did you see Biden's new Chinese tariffs? I saw briefly. I didn't get a chance to read it. Thanks, Martin. You're very, very welcome. Good luck, everybody. Shay Asti had to sign an NDA with their mega satellite partner. Is their ex-repost from SpaceX, a way affiliate themselves to space. I like that. Lilium is going up, is going down, not up. Also, you said, why is Lilium going down? Sorry, I've not looked at it. I apologize for that, but it is going to be going up. We just reported it would be going up. Anyway, good morning. Positive energy. Shay, let's go. Right. 380 natural resistance. But thanks for letting me know, by the way. I thought you said it was going up. Apologies if I read your message incorrectly. Anyway, I think we're all good. Portfolio rising really quickly. Very, very nice. All-time highs are coming round the corner today. Let's have a quick cup of tea. Okay. So let's do this first. A video I want to put out. We've got the Friday phone-in. in 20 minutes. It's live. Everyone can phone in on a Friday. Friday phone in. Join us. Have a moan. Have a laugh. Have a joke. Celebrate. Commiserate. Live phone in. All members can phone in the show live today. It's a members only perk. Friday phone in. Join us in 20 minutes for the Friday phone in. All right. Now then, let's... I need to do this in case we have an issue. Forgot about that. Redirect. Yeah. Done. Phew. That was lucky. Righty then. So that's what is the time? What is the time? So 55. Beat the market. All time highs. Okay, so breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. In this brief video, I'm going to share with you my strategy, how I am setting all-time highs nearly every other day here on the channel and beating the market consistently. About 85% this year, I'm beating the market. That's daily. 85% is about my daily average of beating the market. How am I beating the market? What's going on? What happened yesterday in the sell-off? All of that's going to be explained in this video. My strategy, how I'm going to be at $90,000 in the blink of an eye. Remember, I started with $5,000. I don't do any options. I never short stocks. I only own the S&P. And if it wasn't for trading Virgin Galactic, I'd bid $110,000 already, but that's okay. Good lessons learned. So what is going on? Let's first of all look at where the live markets are today. So if we scroll down, I'll show you I'm 100% in the S&P 500. As you can see, people keep telling me you can't get rich just owning the S&P. You can, and you won't have any heart attacks either. I am 99.98. The reason why there's 0.02 left is because, or 0.05 as it is now, is because I have a few free shares of Apple as I win them on Robinhood. That's the reason. Otherwise, I'm 100% in the S&P. Now, as you can see, the S&P right now today, if we look at the S&P right now, it says it's up 0.32. If you look at my portfolio, I am up 0.45. So I'm beating the market. That's how you measure that. I'm beating the market. Now, why am I beating the market if I only own the S&P? How is that possible? Well, it's possible because I'm using margin. Should I use margin? Is margin a good idea? Well, I might explain, in fact, I will explain all about margin on another video. If you click above my head, down below in the description, I will put a margin video out for you explaining all of the margin situations. And I know I've been margin called before, not technically, but I did experience it, if that makes sense. Anyway, all that will be explained in that video, a margin video for you. Okay, without further ado though, let's carry on. If you tap the subscribe button yet, and if you hit the like button, that would really help the channel. Share it out. So basically what happened is this. Yesterday, and I'll share with you the news. Yesterday, in fact, I can't share the news now. It was yesterday. It's gone from my trading economics timetable. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yesterday, what happened was we got the FOMC minutes from Fed Jerome Powell. We got the minutes and it said inflation is sticky. We already knew that. That's why we cover all the FOMC reports live and the Q&A, very important, news report at the news questions, Q&A from the press at the end. And that's also why we cover all the earnings. So we know what's going on. The minutes only confirm what went on in the meeting and what was said and the documentation. It doesn't really tell you anything new. However, Wall Street, remember, is a trading platform. They're not investors. They don't just buy and hold forever. They trade. It's a cattle market. They're in one day, they're out the next day. Very different strategy from an investor who buys the businesses, holds them, and keeps accumulating along his lifetime journey. Very different. So what they did was they saw an opportunity to sell the market. They did, because they knew they could sell the market, take profits, it would go down, primarily because they're selling it and they dump it and everybody else dumped it and down it went. Well, people saw that as fear and it went down even further. Stocks that weren't making any money went down 10%, hence my live video yesterday saying down 10%. You can go and watch that video, click above my head and I'll share that with you as well, down below in the description, yesterday's live video. You can see that happened live. So what did I do? I looked at, and because we follow all the earnings, because we follow all the FOMC reports live, the macro conditions hadn't changed. In fact, Nvidia had a fantastic earnings, and not just a good earnings, but a good projection that we know where it's going this year. We know where it's going this year. We know what they're doing. We know how much money they're going to make. We're looking at the numbers. We're doing all the studies and all the rest of it. So for me, it's still bullish. We've got no real reason to sell out. I know we've got a long weekend, but we've got no threat of a war breaking out over this weekend. There's nothing sort of in the background any worse or better than it was yesterday, but the market sold off. That's what they do. So more people jumped out of the boat and sold, took profits. I had many of you here on my live show saying, why don't you take profits? Then you can buy back lower. But then, of course, you'll pay tax on those profits. And then, of course, you've got to find the right level to buy in and you've got all that stress and drama. I didn't worry about that. I looked and I went, when it went down 1.5%, 2%, I just loaded up. And when it went down a bit more, I bought some more. And this is exactly what I did. And that's why I'm beating the market today. So if we look down here at the S&P 500, as always, I'll share with you all my trades, all my live positions, all my money, everything. This is my bank account. I don't have a bank. I have a Bank of America with zero in it. It's, well, $10. It's all in here, right? Yesterday, May the 23rd, you can see there, I bought 3,399, 2,421, and 2,417. I bought all that yesterday. Very aggressive, using margin, bearing in mind now Robinhood is 2%, $2,000 interest-free, plus you've got the rate now just come down to 6.25, because they know, and we all know, even Wall Street knows, Jerome Powell knows, the interest rates are coming down late in the summer. I've been saying that now for 2 years. Wall Street know it, we all know it, except we don't pretend we know it, because we dump the stock going, oh, it's all going rubbish, everything's going down the toilet. No, it's not. Because here we are today. Yesterday, everyone dumped it and everyone's buying it back today. Well, what's the point of that? Well, of course, they sold it, took a profit, and now they're buying it back and doing it again. So yesterday, it presented me an opportunity. So that's why I'm beating the market again today. 85% of the time, I'm beating the market with just the S&P. With no risk or drama. 1 quarter ago, I was earning about $300 a quarter in dividends. This quarter, coming up next month, I'm going to be earning somewhere in the region of $400. And I hope it goes down another 10% between now and then, because if it does, I've got about $80,000, $90,000 to spend on margin, and I'll be earning somewhere in the region of about $600, $700 a quarter. I will go even more in. Absolutely. Unless, of course, the macro conditions change and there's something much worse on the horizon. But there isn't. So anyway, that's why the markets went down yesterday. That's why I'm beating the market. That's why there's another all-time high on the horizon. And that's my strategy. It's very, very simple strategy. And I wanted to put this video out because there are still lots and lots and lots of people, maybe less than 1%, but a lot now. We've got nearly 25,000 subscribers that are trying to discredit and saying that he's manipulating the market, or he's pumping and dumping stocks, or he's doing this, he's doing that. I only own the S&P. I only recommend anyone buy the S&P. I never even suggest anyone should buy any stocks at all. I just provide the information, the news, and that's it. My job is to provide the news. Now, as I'm on the subject, just this morning, before I was on air, I was having a conversation with some of those who work at GameStop. I don't mean work at the shops. I mean on the boards and stuff like that. As part of the Meet the CEO series, GameStop is just down the road from me, not very far down the road, headquarters, and I'm making some friends there as well and finding out what's going on. We all know about the meme craze. We all know about that. However, what's going on with GameStop right now is the business is not a great business. It's doing okay. I wouldn't buy it even if I was a trader, but I'm trying to gain more information there, because one thing I want to put clear, and many people still not got this clear, so I want to try and put it to you in another way. When I keep saying that GameStop is going to zero, what I'm saying is GameStop is going to zero. You're going to zero. The business itself is not going to zero, even though it's not a great business. I don't like it at all. It's not going to zero. It holds some cash. It's not going to go bust right now. It might in the future, of course. Anything could happen. I'm not suggesting it's going to zero now. I'm suggesting you are going to zero if you play this game. It's a very, very dangerous game. But of course, for the sort of people that are gambling and betting on GameStop, of course, remember, they self-call themselves apes and they go off cartoon pictures, cartoon characters, and also, cartoon-style thumbnails. And it's those headlines which attracts them. There's no doubt about it. If you put going to zero, they click on it. I'm not making that up. I'm not talking nonsense. I'm not doing any clickbait at all. If you follow the video and listen to what I'm saying, you will know that I'm not saying, and I'm saying again, the stock isn't going to zero, but you're going to zero. That's what I'm saying. And of course, they watch it and all the rest of it. So that's what it's all about. I'm trying to get the news out to people. But when I'm dealing with people that look at comic books and don't read balance sheets, I have to make the thumbnail comic book style to get them to look. And hopefully they'll look and realize, okay, there's no value in this at all. Same as FFIE. And perhaps they make money without losing it. Remember, it's really, really easy to make money. It's easy as falling off a log. The hard part is to keep it. But the reality is it's easy to keep the money as well if you don't gamble and you don't take silly, unnecessary risks. Nothing wrong with trading GameStop and FFIE. I wouldn't do it, but I understand why you would. But just understand what is actually going on. And when people on Reddit say we're all together in a group and we're all, hold on, boys. I see that when I look around. They're all going, don't sell, boys, hold on. No one's actually listening because they go, yeah, okay then. And then they just go out and sell it. And if they wasn't, of course, and if I was making that all up and they were all standing together, then of course the stock wouldn't look like that. But it does. It just keeps on going down because the very people in the very Reddit rooms that are saying, don't sell, are in fact selling. If they wasn't, it wouldn't keep going down. So please be careful. That's what my videos are for. That's why I do this. I try to help people. I'm not trying to influence stocks. I'm not in the stocks. I'm just here to try to help you. It doesn't matter to me whether it goes up, down, or sideways. We're here to help people. All the links for all those things are above my head. And now you know why I'm beating the market and why I'm up today. Down below in the description. Over here, I'll put more information in the series. And down here as well, some videos I think you'll find useful. If you are interested in that margin video, I will put a margin video out, how I got margin call, what it's all about, should you use margin, and I'll put that below in the description. And perhaps I will. I'll put that down there. There you go. The margin video is just down there. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay. Let's read the comments. Let's go. Cheers, Martin. Thank you, James. Cheers, James. Okay, great. Martin, I think you are going to reach 100,000 sooner than you think. No, well, maybe. But I think we're going to reach 100,000. Remember, every single day I do this, I collate more and more data, knowledge, information, statistics. I learn about you. I learn about the traders. I learn about investors, shorters, what's going on, Meet the CEO series every day, and I collate that information. I've got huge amounts of data, and my projections are very accurate now. They're very, very rarely, I'm very rarely surprised by anything now, if I'm honest. Nothing really surprises me when it comes to the market now. It did at the beginning. Now it doesn't. I can always rely on greed. I can always rely on manipulation. I can always rely on overselling, overbuying. And I've got a good indication of where my channel's going. I do know there are things I could do to get more subscribers, but I don't. I actually intentionally don't do it. I don't want to go all-out attack on GameStop, all-out attack on shorters. I don't want to start an all-out campaign because because I know exactly how to get myself into Reddit rooms and everyone talking about it. I don't want to, though, because I don't want to attract that kind of attention. My focus is on more and more CEOs being on the show, more and more high-profile interviews. That's what I want. That's the value of the channel. That's the value for you. Starting wars with, GameStop and FFIE and shorters and trade. That really isn't, there isn't any value in that. Not long term. There is short term, and I'd get a few thousand subscribers. And then what would happen is, James, would get to 99,500 subscribers. What would happen is, all of a sudden, I would lose 1,000 subscribers. That's what happened when we had the BSV community. Do you remember? As we approached, I think it was 10,000 subscribers, we kept losing, and that was the BSV community. And I don't want that. And we would have that again. So we don't want to build millions of subscribers who are just pumping and dumping, who are manipulating the channel, having fun with it, thinking it's funny. And that doesn't interest me. It doesn't interest me at all. And I know exactly how to light up that community, but we don't want that. I want to be moving more and more away of that and more into long-term, reliable, guaranteed money-making investments, which makes us all millionaires. And that's what we want. And we want to remain millionaires. We don't want to pay tax on it. We want to have a passive income. We want to do all the right things. So I don't want to build that kind of audience. I don't think it's, some people want to build, get subscribers. I actually want to build a community. That's what we're focused on. So I don't think we'll get 100,000 sooner. I think it'll be a year. Next month in June, I will be literally, I'll have enough data to put a countdown on the screen. I'm that confident. One more month of data and I'll put the 100,000 subscriber countdown on the screen. And that's what I'm working for. And you'll see me do that soon. But thank you very much for your belief. And that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Anyone watching MCOM? No, I'm not. I could cover it if you become a member. Virgin Galactic is rubbish, says Crag. It's the Friday phone-in a couple of minutes. Virgin Galactic is going down today. Going down very, very quickly. Obviously, because of interest rate fears. There really isn't any interest rate fears, in my opinion. What we know is what we know. But remember, Virgin Galactic now has become a meme stock. It's joined GameStop. GameStop goes down, Virgin Galactic goes down. Unfortunately, it's joined that club, and it's never going to get out of that now. Unfortunately, I think it's a great, great shame. Faraday all dumping at the same time. Great shame. But there it is. There's nothing we can really do about that now. SPCE. We've got the Friday phone-in 5 minutes. It's attracted the wrong type of people. Just like Bill yesterday. Remember when I said to Bill, if you be negative, you attract negativity? Bill ended up becoming best mates with RW, and RW bought false subscribers for his channel, now ruined it. That's what happened yesterday. And poor old Bill's not even aware of it. He just walked straight into it. You got to be careful who your friends are. And your friends aren't people that try to manipulate and stuff. They're not your friends. They're not going to help. They're not going to be around every day. They're just going to do whatever they can to make themselves look good, to make themselves feel important. And then tomorrow they're gone. And what are you left with? Nothing. A broken nothingness. Tried to warn Bill, but he didn't want to listen. Anyway, 1 hour 13. 1 hour 13, SPCE. Meme, best friend. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We've got 5 minutes before the Friday phone-in. If anybody wants to call in. Yeah, Ricky is one of them. Yeah, we know. But we're not bothered anymore. We don't give them any airtime, Mike. I don't. You do your job, and I just ignore them. I haven't got time for it anymore. We're too busy. Right, so Virgin Galactic, breaking news here. On the day, we're about to hit all-time highs again on my portfolio. It's a lovely green day. We're about to hit $90,000. Very, very close now. Virgin Galactic goes down 5%. Why? We know why. We know exactly why. It's a great, great shame. Look at GameStop. GameStop going down, FFIE going down. All the three giant meme stocks right now, all joined together. Negativity attracts negativity. Don't make friends with the sort of people that you wouldn't want to have dinner with. You might want to sit in a Reddit room with them or a StockWits room, but don't make friends with these people. What's happened now, sadly, and I'll explain the differences. Virgin Galactic is being pulled down today by yesterday's FOMC minutes, which was an overreaction, which today has already been recorrected by all the major stocks that make money. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, everyone's doing great today. My portfolio's up today. I'm green again today. But stocks that have no value are going down. GameStop, no value. FFIE, no value. Virgin Galactic, sadly, has value. It's 50% undervalued. GameStop isn't. FFIE is. FFIE is bankrupt. It's worthless. But unfortunately, the friends that it's made friends with, who want to manipulate the stocks with Roaring Kitty and all this rubbish, have ended up making this potentially great business. And I say potentially because I don't like the management. I think they're awful. They're asking for pay rises where they're underperforming. They've taken many years over time and over budget. The business itself, the product is great. The business is great, as in they have the customers ready to pay and fly. However, and we have a flight coming up, which we are going to cover live, of course. Click above my head for the flight, and down below in the description, I'll put the flight. Make sure that you go and check that out. But at the end of the day, the product is great, but the business is not. But that isn't even the problem. The problem is it's been dragged into the meme craze, and whenever this goes down, GameStop goes down, FFIE goes down. And if we go and look, it's following exactly the same pattern. Like, exactly, look at this. Look at it going down, and it's just going to keep going down. And like I said, and over again, it's not going to zero. You're going to zero. You're going to lose all your money. This is awful to watch. I hate to see it. I hate to see a potentially good business, could have been, totally played around with and ruined by all this craze. But I don't care about GameStop. I don't care about FFIE. They don't do anything. What I do care about is passionately. I spent nearly 2.5 years working on this stock, Virgin Galactic, promoting it and talking about it, and losing $35,000 on it. This should not be at this level. This should be at the very least $2 a stock. Very least, because that will be the value of the cash on the books and the business and the assets and so on, without the growth, without the customers then paying their balances and flying with Delta. All systems go at Virgin Galactic. Everything is fine. We've just been reporting live from the factory a few days ago. I'll give you the link to that, and down below as well, you can go and see that we were live at the factory. That was great, at the Delta factory. Wonderful stuff. Everything is moving in the right direction, but the stock price is on its arse. Now then, this is where it bounced last time. Is it worth buying it here? Well, we have a vote coming up. Should the stock reverse split? It's no surprise as we get nearer and nearer that, the stock price keeps going down. They want to reverse split. They shouldn't want to do that. Again, it's this company are always looking at the negative. They're always doing the wrong thing when it comes to the shareholders. They're doing what's right for them, but not what's right for you as a shareholder. It's not right. We shouldn't have a reverse split. All we need is some good news. Get a flight out. We do have a flight out. I'm aware of that. But promote it properly. Get the world excited about it, which it wouldn't be too difficult. I mean, Roaring Kitty got the world excited with a cartoon character with GameStop. Let's be realistic here for a moment. It wouldn't take much for Virgin Galactic to get people excited, but they're not. On purpose, it seems. So Virgin Galactic, sadly, is being drawn down again. Now, you might feel this is an opportunity. Possibly. Because if we are now in a meme craze, which we are for a while, but remember, more and more people are losing their money every day. As I talk to you right now, GameStop is going down and down and down. We've got another one as well, which is also a flipping nightmare. Faraday Future, no value here at all. The business is already bankrupt, being evicted from its premises. No value here at all. All of this is and it's literally moving exactly the same as Virgin Galactic today. No surprise. But when we look at the main indexes, of course, we see the very opposite. Look at my portfolio. Eric Kearney will tell you it's okay despite the current climate. No, it's not. I'm making all-time records nearly every day. I'm beating the market nearly every day. In fact, I've worked it out. It's 85% this year. I'm beating the market. So if one day Virgin Galactic pops up, it'll only catch up to where I am anyway. So at the end of the day, Eric Kearney's wrong. The economy is not bad. The stock market is not bad. Virgin Galactic is now been pulled into the meme craze, and it's a very, very sad state of affairs. So are you going to buy it today? Well, maybe it's not a bad idea because it's massively oversold, massively influenced now by the meme craze. The difference is the meme craze will go away, Virgin Galactic will fly in a week or so, and then we'll have some good news, and things could go up, and then we could move forward. What we do need to do, though, is not vote for them to get pay rises, and we need to replace the board. The same thing happened at GM. They fired everybody on the board, replaced the CEO, and things improved. I think we need to do that. The culture at Virgin Galactic is one of greed. It was all started by Michael Cole-Glazier, coming from Disney, overspending, all those parties, all those lavish moments, which we knew about, which we reported on, which we got change. We got a culture change. However, they're now asking for extra pay rises because of what? Because of what? The price at 85 cents when it should be at least, and I say at least $2 just for the cash you're buying. So there you go. So please do, consider this. This might be a good time to buy. I would strongly recommend, I've got Sensei in the chat here, and I've just heard that Sensei is in the chat doing reviews. If you look at this, you should definitely do this. Join Sensei on Sunday for the Sensei Sunday show, where he will do the charts and all the rest of it for the upcoming week. And what he does it live in the show, and then afterwards we have videos which we put out, as their own videos, so you can be prepared for the Monday market. Bearing in mind, no Monday market, long weekend, we're back on Sunday. I stand corrected, it was GE, not GM. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Tim Rogers, for correcting me. I appreciate that. I hope people watch to the end so they can hear that. Let me put it on the screen. Tim Rogers alerted me the other day to this fact, which I then confirmed, of course. It's my job to always do that. It was GE, General Electric, not General Motors. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Sometimes I do struggle with, sometimes I think I have, what's the word? Is it dyslexia? You know when you get words back to front? I do that sometimes, and I even say it back to front. So if it does happen, I do apologise. I can't help it. I stutter sometimes, and sometimes I say it, and then I write it back to front. I don't know why that is, but it does happen from time to time. Yes, dyslexia. So I do have it from time to time, and if I do stutter and I do that, I always, where possible, correct myself. But I do apologise if it does confuse anyone for a moment. I apologise, and thank you for being there for me, Tim, to explain that. So there you go. There is the state of the SPCE. Join Sensei on Sunday. You might want to do that. Links below in the description. I'll also put them as well in the comments when the video comes out. Sorry, I can't type SPCE now. See, doing that back to front as well. There you go. So Virgin Galactic. This is a good time to buy from the potential of the valuation. Of course, we've got a flight round the corner. That's good. We've got the meme craze driving it up and down. But remember, all those that play the meme game, 99% lose money. So where's the money coming from? No one's going to want to buy Faraday when all this settles down. has no value. No one at all. It's going to go bankrupt. No one at all would want to buy GameStop at these values. I mean, you wouldn't value it more than 7 cents. I mean, there's no value to it. So be careful. At some point, everyone's going to run out of money. Remember, 99% of the people that play these games will lose money. And how do I know that? Well, you've only got to look at the ledgers to see that, first of all. But more importantly, you can see, because when you look at social media, you will see a handful of people, a handful of YouTubers, a handful of people saying, I made a fortune from GameStop. It was great. I made all this money. Where's all the other people? Well, the reason is, if you lost money, you're probably not looking to make any videos, and you've probably not been working at building a YouTube channel up, so no one gets to hear your story. When you look at Facebook, everybody seems to be having a great time. Everyone seems to be on holiday, because everybody who's posting their holidays is posting their holidays. People who are having a doom and gloom time ain't. So just bear that in mind. When you think everyone's making more money than you, everyone's richer than you, everyone's got more than you, they ain't. They're just the ones telling you about it. We see it all the time. I follow people on Facebook all the time, constantly on holiday, constantly making money. And the rest of us are going, well, I'm not always on holiday, but I'm not posting about it. And the people that lose money are not posting about it either. And even if they were, no one's following those channels and no one sees them. They get 0 views. So just bear that in mind. Virgin Galactic. Click above my head for all the links. We are in a very bullish market. Things are very, very good. Despite what everyone is telling you, doom and gloom, down it goes, and that's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Eric Kearney, who says it's okay, should be fired. Again, I'm breaking all-time records. I'm beating the market. It's not okay. It shouldn't be like this, and Virgin Galactic should be embarrassed to now be classed as a meme stock. It could have been the best space company in the world. It still is the best space product in the world, but the management must be fired. Above my head, down below in the description, over here and over here for more information. Sensei Sunday Show. See you then. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. You said markets are closed on Monday, so we are back on. See what I mean? We are back on Tuesday. Thank you, Sensei. The markets are closed on Monday. Sensei is here on Sunday, and we'll be back on Tuesday. All right? Thank you, Sensei. Yes, Craig, hopefully show on Sunday. Yeah. Nice one, Sensei. Smash the like button. Exactly, Seth, saying buying more. Hello, everyone. Nikunj, how are you? 2-month badge now. Fantastic. Welcome. 2-month badge. All right. Are we going to hit $90,000 today? It's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Remember, we're not here Monday. We're here on Sunday. Shall we move on? It's getting confusing, isn't it? Right. Anyway, you know what I mean. All right. There we go. I'm sorry, I have to put Tuesday. I generally love the accent. Tuesday. Right, okay. It's the Friday phone-in. So, are you ready? If you want to phone into the show, every Friday we have a live phone-in. Here is... that's where you will be, but that's where I'll be with you, just in here. The Friday phone-in is now live. You can call into the show right now. So I'm going to give you the link to the phone-in. This is how you phone in. I'll give you the link. It's martynlucas.com/live. It's on my website. There it is. There is the link. That's how you can phone in. People on Rumble can phone in if they are subscribers. Mindset, Zach, Rockish, good morning to you. We're looking for our members, our subscribers who have a badge. Then you can phone in, guys. Now, of course, you need the password as well. The password is LucasAids. It's never changed, always been the same. make it easy for you so you don't have to enter it again. Lucasades 100. Capital L and capital A. Uppercase L, uppercase A. There it is. I'll give it to you again. Lucasades 100. I'll put it in Rumble as well. There you go. Anybody can phone in who's a member. Have your say. Discuss with me. Am I right? Am I wrong? Ask me questions. Do what you like. As long as you're polite and respectful. Come on, 90,000. We're going to do it today, I think. Overselling. NVIDIA's numbers are just too strong. Just too strong. And they benefit too many of the major caps. That's the problem. Well, it's not the problem. That's the good thing. Anyway, there we go. So the phone line is open. When Sensei did the chart for space, he talked about the buy zone being 85 to 87. Correct? Correct, he did. And we are there right now, aren't we? We're right there now, and it's happening right now. There it is. Sensei gave you this chart exactly right there. In fact, Sensei SPCE buy zone. SBCE buy zone. Let me record that very, very quickly. Sensei did that. You're absolutely right. He did. That's the power of the charts. Even though I'm not, I don't make my investments by charts. That is the power of them. What Ed and Sensei understand very, very well. Buy zone. They understand this very, very well. All right. Okay. Here we go. And all good credit to them and respect to them as well. Virgin Galactic, very, very quick 1-minute video. The buy zone has just been crossed. Very, very important video this on Sensei Sunday show every Sunday on Sensei, every Sunday on Sunday. You know what I mean? We do a live charts for you, and then we put it out late Sunday night, so you've got it Monday morning. Sensei did give a buy zone for this level, and as we can see, it's just started to go up. One of my members just reminded me of it in the chat. Where is it? Where is it? I can't quite see it now. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wadey just reminded us, Sensei did the charts for space. He talks about the buy zone 85 to 87. And as you can see, it's doing it exactly as Sensei said. Now, very, very important. You cannot afford to miss Sensei's show on Sunday. He does this live to prepare you for the week. Now, of course, the week will start on Tuesday, but he'll have all the latest information collected from today, being the last day of the trading week, and have it to you on Sunday. So it won't change on Saturday. He'll have it on Sunday, and then it will go out Sunday night as its own video. But Sensei was absolutely, as always, spot on with that trade. There it is, going up. We talked about it in a previous video a few moments ago about the way it's being dragged into the meme stock craze. It's bad, but it does provide you the opportunity, though, to get discounts. Anyway, anything under $2 is undervalued. This is the buy zone, has confirmed. Just wanted to confirm that with you very, very quickly. As we mentioned it is going up. Click above my head, down below in the description. You do want to join Sensei on the Sensei Sunday show. This is it here. You don't want to miss it. And if you are a member of the channel, people are already doing it. It's first come, first serve. Go into the chat here and ask him to review and do a full technical chart analysis on your stock. It's first come, first serve. It's members only, and he will provide that service and answer your questions live with full technicals. I mean, that's a really, really great service, and it's provided for free for our members. As subject to availability. He can't do everybody's, and he can't be live 24 hours a day. All right. Anyway, there you go. There's all the information. Click above our heads, down below. Our heads? My head. I'm the only one here, I think. Above my head, down below. Maybe it's the ghost of Jamie. Who knows? Remember that? Down below in the description and pinned to the comments, I'll put all the links. Over here, Sensei Sunday Show, and of course, the playlist for Virgin Galactic. I've just put out a very important meme video as well. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. I'm with you, Seth and Jay. I made a lot of money on ASTI yesterday and was able to buy back my shares today. I'm with ASTI for the long haul. Nikunj, good work. Stephen is looking to buy MTDR at 59. Hopefully MTDR near the bottom of its price range now. Somebody phone in. Sensei is a podcast kind of day. You should phone in. Yes, the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. All you got to do is phone in. We're waiting for you to phone in. Anybody? If no one does, that's fine. We just carry on. And I'm going to end the show shortly anyway. So if you don't phone in the next few minutes, I will be ending the show to put these videos out anyway. Wadey, you are right. Good morning, Stacey. Hi, James. James, you should call in and share your tea secrets. That would be good. Drops below 15. I'm going to buy more. James, nice. Hopefully have you guys on board MTDR train soon. Stacey, I have a whiteboard in my office and I write down Sensei trade prices from the videos. Have plug, Tilray and space written on it. I'm old school. Wadey, nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, folks, it appears we don't have anybody to phone in, so I am going to end the show now. I've got some videos to get out, FFIE, TIRX, how I beat the markets and reaching all-time highs. Let's come back to that screen. It looks a lot better than that one. There you go. A margin video. A margin video as well. I should make that before I go, shouldn't I? Space meme, best friend, buy zone. Okay. Let's make that margin video. Before I go, a margin video. No, everyone's not sick of you. Not at all. Right. Okay, I'm going to make the margin at end. We're making the margin video now. I don't think we're going to do the Friday phone-in. Doesn't look like it. So, here we go. Margin. What is margin? Should you use it? Is it the right thing to do for you? I'm going to talk about margin right now in this video, and I'm going to explain it from an actual experience, an actual first-hand experience. I've experienced it. I've used it. I've been in it. I've been out with it. I got margin called. I know what it feels like. I felt the pain. I even broke down in tears live on my show. It wasn't very pleasant. It happened live on the show, and I'm going to cover it all for you now in this video. So, what is margin? Well, if you decide to buy stocks with borrowed money, with somebody else's money, that is what margin is called. Very often called leverage. You're leveraging your investments. You're increasing your potential to make money. Also, please note, to lose money, because you're borrowing somebody else's money. Now, they want that money back. If they lend you money, they want their money back with interest. Obviously, why would anyone lend you some money if they didn't get anything out of it? I'm going to pause the video at that point because Sensei's just called in. Let me assign him to. Let me assign it. So I pause at 1 min. Let me go over here just a moment. Guess what? There you go. Sensei's there. Sensei, you're he's using his logo all the time. I love it. Sensei, how are you, mate? You're live on the show. What's up, mate?
Hi, Martin. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, no one was phoning in, and then I think I was a bit late, but it was the Friday phone-in, so I thought I would come on.
You thought you'd phone in and ruin my video? Is that what you
was
thought
it during video? Sorry.
Yeah, I was making a video. Don't worry about it. Can I just finish it and then come back to you? Would you mind holding a second?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Brilliant, fantastic. All right, we'll leave Sensei there. He can. I've got him on mute, and we'll bring him back in just a second. So we'll carry on from here. So if you're using margin, of course, they want to get some money for the privilege of providing you with margin. They lend you money to buy stocks and then you pay them interest. Okay, now, is it right for you to use margin? What's the pros and cons? Well, if you use margin, you've got increased buyability, increased buying power because you've now got more money. Now, for me, typically, they double the amount that I have in my portfolio. So if I've got 100 grand, they'll give me 100 grand. Every brokerage is slightly different. That's not really important. It will show you what your buying power is here. As you can see, mine is $87,000. So how do you even start with margin? Well, if you've got cash in your buying power, you can't use margin. People often say to me, can I keep my cash earning 5% on Robinhood and use margin at the same time? Now, that would be great. That would be great because you'd earn the money in interest to pay the interest to Robinhood. No, you can't. You can only use margin when you've spent all your own money. All right, they're not going to give you the money. They're not going to pay you to keep your money so you can pay them back. It wouldn't work, right? Nobody would make any money. So margin is triggered if you turn it on once you've used all your cash and now you're kind of, if you think about it this way, you're going overdrawn. You're spending somebody else's money. You're negative now. You're using the brokerage's money. They're lending you money to buy stocks with. So you start using margin. Now with Robinhood, you get the first $2,000 for free. So it doesn't cost you any money. So should you use it because it's free, interest-free, extra money? Well, yes and no. If you think that you could earn more money by holding the cash, you should be holding the cash because while you're using margin, even if it's interest-free, you're not earning interest on your cash, are you? Remember, you can't do both. If you could do both, it'd be the holy grail. Never going to happen, never going to exist. All right? So if you're using margin now, you're not earning money on your cash. So you've got to think about that. If the markets are going to go sideways for a period of time, you could have been earning consistently profits, whereas now you're using the first 2,000 for free, but now you're maybe in danger of the stock just going, or even paying interest if you're using more than the 2,000 free. You're paying interest when the stock isn't making you any money. You could have just earned cash and then bought, earned some interest and then bought when you think things are going to start to move again. Maybe that's called parking your money and it's not doing anything. You don't ever want to park your money. That's why I don't put money in the bank earning 0.5%. I'm just giving the bank my money. It's parked there. They're making money. I'm making nothing. So that's a very bad idea. I never ever do that. It's a complete waste of time. So what you've got here now then is you've made the decision. I'm going to use margin. I want to buy the market. I'm bullish. I think I can make more on the growth of my stock than I can on interest. And I always believe that. I'm always believing that on a bullish or bearish market. I always believe that because if we turn bearish and we drop 30%, then we're going to come up from that point because historically, overall, the S&P, the markets, break new highs every month, every few months, every year, every 6 months, every couple of years, and we just keep on going for eternity. That's how it works. That's how the markets are built to work, okay? So I'm always, unless they're going to pay me 20% in interest, I'm always going to be in the market, always. Very rarely I'm going to be sitting around with cash until I've reached my goals and then my portfolio just ticks over and I've got cash. But remember, you can always sell for profits and take the cash anyway. So you've always got access to cash. So for me, I never really, very rarely hold cash. I don't see any point. I can sell my stocks at any moment and get the cash out anyway. So you've decided margin's good for you. You're bullish. You're feeling like, okay, I can make more on the stocks. And typically you can, on average, 13% if you include the dividends and the rate of inflation. That's a lot more than you're going to earn on any interest by holding cash. So if you believe that, which is a fact statistically on average over time, then you're always invested, right? It's why big businesses borrow money because Apple are always in debt. Amazon are always in debt. They make more money from the borrowed money than just keeping the cash. That's why they do it. Otherwise, Apple would pay off all their debts tomorrow and go, we don't have any debt. They can afford to hold the debt because they make more money investing the borrowed money than they would holding the cash. That's why margin and borrowing money exists. Okay, so now you understand the principle of it. Now you've made the decision, you're going to use margin. So how does it work? Well, every brokerage is going to give you a different amount of margin. It will tell you in the buying power. Mine says 87,000 currently available. Remember, all my cash is burned. I've used it. That's all margin. Then I start to buy stocks with my margin. If I buy $1,000 of stocks today using borrowed money, okay, the first 2,000 is for free. I don't pay any interest on it so far. Great, brilliant. My balance doesn't go up. It's not like going to the bank and getting $1,000 and now you got $1,000 in your bank account, right? Your balance goes up. Doesn't work like that. What happens is you get $1,000, for example, you then go and buy $1,000 worth of stock. Your portfolio doesn't move. If you look in your details, it will show that your assets have gone up. The amount of stock that you've got, the value of that stock is more because you bought more stock, but your portfolio balance doesn't go up. What goes up is the gains on the stock that you've bought. And what goes down is the losses on the stock that you've bought. Okay? So don't think if I've just bought $10,000 worth of, Binky Bonk or whatever it might be, your portfolio isn't going to go up. You own more shares and your value of your portfolio behind the scenes, if you like, has gone up. But your value of what you're worth hasn't changed. Okay, very, very important. Okay, then what happens? You now own some stock which you bought on margin. Up to a certain point, it's interest-free. Over 2,000 with Robinhood, you start paying interest on it. So you have to now calculate that you have to earn, the stock has to grow more than the cost of the interest. If you're paying 5% a year interest and you're earning and you're making 2% on the stock, then obviously it's not worthwhile. You shouldn't be doing it. But if you think the stock is going to go up more than what you're paying, then there's a reason for you to do it. So you've started buying stocks on margin. I do that when the stocks drop by a certain amount. Because I'm always bullish. I'm always buying the market. I always believe you make more money being invested long term than you do just holding the cash. I can always get my cash out. The cash is not an issue. And if I want to buy something, I buy it on a credit card and get the cash back, sell the stock, pay it off in 30 days. That way I've always got maximum credit score. I've got a perfect credit score in the United States, perfect credit score in Europe by doing that. I don't use cash anyway. Cash is a waste of time. I use a credit card, pay it off, get cash back, earn more money, blah, blah, blah. So I don't need the cash sitting around doing nothing, right? So I've made my investments. I'm bullish. I bought stocks. Now, if they go up, that's great. I'm making money and I'm making hopefully more than the interest payment. But I want to be controlling my margin. I don't want my margin to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It can in relationship to my portfolio as I grow. I don't mind spending $1 million on margin when I've got $1 million because the risk factor will be the same as it was where I am today at 63. So that will change over time. I'll make bigger purchases because I've got more money. The whole thing just goes up. The risk management is the same. My risk tolerance is the same, but it will go up as I earn more money. Makes sense, right? That's common sense. So as the stocks start to go up, my portfolio, if the stock's going up, my portfolio with margin is exaggerated. That's what I mean when I say I'm beating the market. So if I share with you right now, the S&P today is up 0.5. The S&P, VU that is, which is the index for the S&P that I have chosen, there are several, it's up by 0.49. But I am up 0.69. I've beaten the market again. And statistically this year, it's about 85% I have beaten the market, which is great. If you can consistently beat the market, you're doing better than the 500 best companies in the world. So pat yourself on the back. Thank you very much. That's pretty good. Don't try and do 1,000,000%. I'm happy with that, right? That's what I mean when I'm beating the market. However, if the stocks went down, I would be losing against the market because my losses would be exaggerated. Now that's okay, because if I suddenly thought there's a real reason that the stocks are going down, there's a real reason, something really dramatic has changed. The Fed have said, we're not going to ever reduce rates. In fact, we're going to put rates up 10%. That's a problem. That's a macro condition problem. That will bring the markets down. I can sell very quickly some stock. And I'll be selling the stock I bought at the bottom, first in, first out rule. I'll be selling stocks I've made profit on back in January. So my margin will get reduced. My risk will get less. My interest payments will be reduced. My management, my risk management, I make my portfolio safer and safer and safer. So I can do that. Hopefully that won't happen and things just keep going up and all the rest of it. As they go up, I start paying off margin. Start reducing it. And what happens then is my portfolio gets a massive boost. It looks like, bloody hell, you're going to go, wow, Martyn's making all this money. Oh my God. Because what's happening is, if I put in cash today of $10,000, as I get paid on YouTube every month, let's say I bring in $10,000, my portfolio balance would go up by $10,000. My margin would go down by $10,000. My interest payments would go down. My risk management would be much more improved. I'd be a lot less risky. I'd have margin reduced. That'd be great. And that's what I do. If it goes up, I enjoy it and I just start using the cash to pay off the margin. I'm not going to buy it when it goes up. Who does that? That's daft. If it goes down again and I catch it before it goes down and I've got too much margin, but I don't, because I manage it correctly, I can trim off if I want to protect myself from what we're talking about in a moment, a margin call. We'll come on to that in a moment. But if it just goes sideways for a while, that's okay. I will just keep paying off because I'm going to earn the dividends anyway. And the dividends on VOO cover the cost of buying each of those shares on interest with the rate where it is today. So I'm happy, or thereabouts, over the year, not the 1 month, over the year. So I can live with that. I can live with that, with a little bit of growth and a bit of dividend payments. I can kind of cover the margin. If it goes sideways, if it drops, maybe I'll look at it differently. So that's my strategy. That's how I use margin. Now then, what happens if you get a margin call? This is what everyone's worried about. If I buy margin, if I use margin, what if the stocks go down? Do I get wiped out? No. Margin is not your friend, but it's not your enemy either. It's a tool that you use, and if you use it wisely, you win. If you don't use it wisely, you lose. Very, very simple strategy. Very, very simple. Let me explain it with my real money in my real account, all right? Click on here. This is my actual money. As you can see, my cash is gone. Obviously, I'm in margin. I've now got $111,000 margin. The more money I've got, the more money they give me, right? It's just the way it goes. Margin used, $24,000. I am paying interest on 22 because the first 2,000 is free, but I've got $24,000. Is that a lot? Well, it's a lot for somebody and it's not a lot for somebody else. That doesn't matter. What does matter is the percentage. This is what's important. If you look there, it says margin status, low risk. It's a low risk for two reasons. One, the amount of margin that I've used is low in comparison to my portfolio size, the actual money that I actually have, the shares that I actually own. With my actual money, I've got a 65% buffer. My portfolio has to drop by 65%. Now, don't say to yourself, well, the S&P is not going to come down by 65%, so you are safe. No, it would come down quicker because I've got margin. So 65% doesn't mean, well, you're not going to be margin called unless the S&P drops 65%. Well, obviously that's not going to happen. I don't think that's ever happened in history. That's not correct. Don't live by that rule. My portfolio drops by 65% is not the S&P, even though I only own the S&P. It will come down faster because remember, the gains are exaggerated and the losses are exaggerated. So my portfolio could come down quicker, but it isn't going to come down 65%. I am very, 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 very confident. In fact, most big hedge funders, you may remember the big, I think it was called the Big Short. There was a big hedge fund which got as low as 20%. They had a 20% buffer. And that was regarded now as high risk for a big hedge fund, you know, a big organization. That was when it was too much. So I don't want to go down that low. And I'm not going to go down that low. Because as we're going up now, I'm going to start paying it back. So that 65% is going to go 64, 63, 66, 67, 68. That risk is going to get less because as I go up, I'm going to be paying it off. So let me share with you some details. Click details, view details, right? So as you can see, my portfolio at 63,000, that's what my portfolio is worth, what I have, but the difference, what you saw earlier, is the amount of stocks I actually own. 65%, a $41,000 buffer. Available margin is 87,000, right? If I scroll down here, you can just see it on the screen here. The first 2,000 is free, and I'm being charged 6.75%. Daily, $2.58. That will go up in the next couple of days as yesterday's trades settle. It'll be about $4 a day. It's costing me $4 a day, and it will tell me exactly. But look how much I've made today. $395. Now, don't think that's better than it is. I'm making $395 on all of my portfolio, not just the borrowed portfolio. But the portfolio, I've got about 24,000. So I've got quite a bit out of the 63. That's why I'm beating the market, why I'm beating by 0.1. So out of 391, I'm probably somewhere in the region. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I probably made $100, probably. It's hard to tell, but it's only cost me $4 today. So that's okay. I'm good. I'm doing good, right? I'm doing good. I'm going to get the extra dividends and so on and so forth. So I'm very happy with my margin. Now then, the biggest thing as we get onto margin call. What is a margin call? Every stock you buy has a risk. Let's go from the very, very lowest risk, the very best. If you buy the S&P on margin, you will see here that it has, where is it? Just let me find it a second. Where is the risk? There you go. Margin maintenance. The margin maintenance, we'll talk about that now. 25%, that's the lowest. That's the lowest you get, right? The S&P is the most stable asset, the lowest risk you can possibly have. You'll never get less than 25. I've never seen less than 25%. Let's now go to Virgin Galactic. And if you're buying Virgin Galactic with margin, 100%. 100% maintenance. Now, what does that actually mean? What that means is, depending on what you buy, the risk is higher. Obviously, the brokerage want to make sure they get their money back. They want to make sure that you're going to pay the interest and get their money back. That's the two things they care about. They're not bothered about the interest. They're not bothered because they take it out of your balance every single day. In fact, they do it, they calculate every day and they take it every month. Every month it will say, Martin, we are charging you today $180. Thank you very much, margin, or whatever it is. My balance will drop, my portfolio balance will drop. They'll take it, they'll add it to the interest. They'll add it to the interest. They've got their money. They've got their money, and you go, hang on, they haven't got their money at all, have they? All they've done is add it to your account. You didn't pay them anything. No, I paid it. The money got extracted from my account. They got that money. That's how Robinhood make lots of money. They got that cash in their bank. Thank you very much. We've got that money from you. You now owe us more. Okay? That's how they get the money. Now then, what happens if you get a margin call? Well, if today the stocks go down and down and down and down, and I don't start selling and protecting my risk, and I won't be selling because there's no reason. There's nothing on the horizon which would suggest a massive, huge crash. So I won't be selling at a small reaction. I'll be buying at a small reaction. But let's say it did keep going down and down and down. And remember, if you're buying a high-risk stock, I'm using Virgin Galactic as an example, that can drop very, very quickly, go to zero very quickly, and you get margin called very quickly. It's not going to happen with the S&P. Another benefit of using margin to buy the S&P. I can sit back and relax and not really care and just keep benefiting from it, okay? However, if you buy a high-risk stock with margin, it can drop very quickly. Now, what happens is this. As it goes down, your buying power, you will see on your details here, that little pie chart, if you want to call it that little cake, that buffer will get smaller and smaller and smaller. Nothing happens when that happens. It just gets scarier and scarier and scarier. When you hit the maintenance line, the maintenance is exactly what it suggests. It suggests maintenance. You have got to do some maintenance. You have got to do something about this situation. Now, if you bury your head in the sand and go, oh my God, I don't like this, or you don't pay attention, they will sell your stocks to pay off the margin. Not all of it, enough to raise you above the margin line. Then it falls again, they'll sell some more. Then it falls again, then they'll sell some more. Until all your stocks are sold, but you still owe some money. Now knock on your door. That's it. However, if you're a smart investor, you don't stick your head in the sand. You're not out on holiday going, I don't care what happens. You're watching it. You're either adding cash, which can raise you above the margin line, or selling stock, which raises you above the margin line, or you've bought stock that never went down in the first place and you've got a big enough buffer so you're not bothered. No problem. No margin call, nothing happens. So if you get margin called, and it happened to me, I got margin called, but I didn't get anything bad happen. Robinhood didn't contact me and go, you're in trouble, you've broken all the rules. Nothing happened. They said, you're approaching margin. I started selling a few things, added some cash, whatever. And then it went, you're on a margin call. That means you've got to do something. You can't just... It's not beforehand, it's now happening. You've got to add money. You've got to sell shares by the end of the day. Otherwise, we'll do it for you. So they never actually actioned a margin call on me because I took action myself. I dealt with it. It was no problem. I sold some shares, added some cash, things went on and all the rest of it. So that's what margin is all about. Margin is not your friend, but it's not your enemy. It can elevate your gains. It can elevate your losses. You need to understand that. You need to decide if you're going to buy a stock with margin, do you really want to buy a high risk stock? Now, of course, if you buy something like Virgin Galactic on margin and it goes up 100%, flipping heck, you've made yourself a fortune. That's what people call leveraging. They leverage up. They double up, quadruple up. They borrow and borrow and borrow on high risky stocks, and you get rich very, very quickly. And remember, you don't pay any interest whatsoever on the first 2,000, and you don't pay any on unsettled funds. And that's what a lot of people do when they short and they borrow money to short GameStop and all of these things. They borrow money on the day, right? A huge amount on the day because they think that GameStop is going to explode today. So not only am I going to put all my money in, I'm going to borrow all the money I can. And if it goes up, I'm going to become rich. And they will. And they won't even pay any interest on it because they'll sell it before the end of the day, before it even settled. And remember, you've got a couple of days. And that's why the SEC are changing that, because it's allowing people to borrow tons of money they cannot afford, that the brokerage doesn't even have. Everyone's borrowing money to buy a stock What if it goes down? Where's the money coming from? That's why responsible brokerages bring the gate down. So that's what happens when people borrow a lot of money, the brokerage's money, to buy stock. Great if it goes up. But again, how do you pay everybody? That's not been generated. So very, very important to understand what margin is and what it isn't. If you are going to use it, understand all of these things I've explained in the video. Make sure that if you're going to use margin, perhaps don't buy it, use it to do something risky. Like if you borrow money to bet on red or black, that's risky, right? Whereas if you borrow money to buy a house that's going to go up in value, that's probably a good idea, all right? So, think about it. It's not your friend. It's not your enemy. Use it wisely. It's fine. It's not a scary thing. It's not as risky as options. The least risk is buying stocks, then margin, then options. Options is the most risky. Margin is in between, in my opinion. Just buying stocks is the least risk, because if it goes down and you've got no margin, you haven't lost anything until you sell it, right? So there's no risk at all with buying stocks. If it goes down, it goes down. You're not in any worse position. It's just the value's gone down on the day. So anyway, there is my full explanation of margin. I hope that helps. Click above my head for further links, things that I think might be useful. I've got a whole how-to series of videos, how to do this, how to buy a stock, what is margin, what is a dividend, what is the stock market. Yep, some very basic videos, but they provide simple answers. I'll give you the link to that. I'll also put that down below here, a very simple playlist, and you should all watch it of just the basic fundamentals. What is a stock? What is a dividend? What is an ETF? Basic stuff. I explain it to you in the best way. It's just simple way, because it is simple, really. You don't need to make it complicated. Over here, I'll put that playlist. More information down here, my alpha spread list, where you can review all those stocks and you can get yourself the alpha spread software. Now, if you do like Robinhood and you do think that this video has been useful to you, I love Robinhood. I'm going to also give you a link above my head, down below in the description. You can get on the all links button, martynlucas.com, and down below here, you can find links to Robinhood where you can get Robinhood Gold. And if you get it using my link, you can be in to get yourself a solid gold credit card worth a couple of grand. And so will I. I only need a couple more people to do it, and I will get my solid gold credit card, which I will melt down, by the way, get the gold, and then buy the S&P. That's what I'll be doing with it. I'll just tell you that off the bat. I'm only a couple away now, so if you want that, please do. And also, if you use my links below as well, you can get free shares of Robinhood. I get some free shares, you get free shares, we all win. Everything is great. There you go. Over here, I'll put all that over here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Let me give everybody in the chat now, everybody in the chat, the links to what I just said about Robinhood. So if you use my link here, this will get your gold card. If you use my link and then share it out, you can win a gold card. They're still doing it. There it is. Once the gold cards have all gone, they'll give you cash, about $2,000 for doing this. It's free. All you got to do is sign up for Robinhood and go gold. I do it. You pay cost $5 a month. If you're investing any sort of money, it's worth it. If you've only got $10, it's not worth it. But otherwise, it is. Here is my USA Get Some Free Stocks. If you want some free stocks to Robinhood, there it is. If you are in the UK, because I also have a UK account as well, here's my UK account, so you can get some free stocks in the UK Robinhood. All right. Right, Seth Houston, actually, I hope that all helped. Did that help? Anybody? I had people asking me about making that video. Stacy, did that make sense? Did you understand it? All right. Okay. Time to get off. All right, folks. I'm going to send you now to the extra channel. I've got to get these videos out. See you back for the closing bell and the concert tonight. Here is the link to the extra channel. There you go. I'll give it to my Rumble audience as well. And thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget about Sensei. Sensei is not here. He's gone. He couldn't stay on the phone. He's not in the in the phone in. Unfortunately, he's not there. Can you do a video on Netlist? Yes, I can, but you need to be a member of the channel. Become a member and super chat me, and I'll do a review. I'll cover the earnings for you. Lots of services you get if you are a member of the channel. Okay, that's it. Day trader of the day. Who's made the most money? Are you up? Are you down? Are you ready? Let's see who's made the most money today. Day trader of the day. Let's do it right now. Here we go. Okay, you ready? Day trader of the day. Are you up? Are you down? I am up. 0.68, as you can see on the screen. Up 0.68%. There you go. Are you up? Are you down? Who wins the day trader of the day? Click subscribe, ring the bell, and tap the like button. That would be very much appreciated. Let's find out who wins today. And we'll bring up the credits as well. Stars of our show today. Here we go. Who are the stars of our show today? Thank you for your support. Nothing? That can't be right. No subscribers, no members, no super chats. I don't think that's right. You never know. Let me have a look. I've never seen that before. I think there's an error there. I know we didn't get any new members, and we didn't get any, but no subscribers at all. It's a bit weird. Let's have a look. There you go, loads. The reason for that is they're not public subscribers, so they don't share their subscriptions. Again, a lot of people, and I know this is a fact, are subscribing to my channel that are on the Reddit rooms that the guys are going, you know, don't listen to Martyn Lucas, don't hold the stock, keep buying it, and they're all dumping it, and they're following me as well for this information. So they're unknown. That's why they're not showing their subscription. That's why it wasn't showing up. But yeah, there's people joining that are saying they're not in their Reddit room. So be very careful if you're in a Reddit some Reddit club and they're saying all buy a stock that's got no value, hold on boys, and all that stuff. Well, there's no honor amongst thieves, I'm afraid. People dump it all of a sudden, and you get left holding the bag. So don't do that. John Granford down 29%. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, John. What happened there? What have you been buying? Down 0.81. Am I the winner today? Looks like I'm the winner. All right, I'll take the win. I'll take the win. I'll take the win. Thank you so much indeed. I'll give myself a round of applause. And I'll thank myself very much for my honest trades. You're very welcome, Martin. No problem at all. There you go. Looks like I win today. Thank you so much indeed for joining me. Hope you've all made money. Jay Long, I've just got a wonderful thank you so much. It'll read it out in a second. What a wonderful gesture. Thank you very much indeed. Breaking all-time records. We're not that far away. Nearly 89,000. I'm expecting to see 90,000 today. Great show. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. See you all back for the closing bell. See you then back for the concert, the Friday concert. Thank you so much indeed. Hopefully we'll hit all-time $90,000. It's going up quicker now. It's gaining speed. People are buying in. A massive overreaction yesterday. You can see it going up as we talk. We could hit 89,000, 90,000.
99 cents through a super chat. Just
Thank you very much indeed for that super chat. That's it from me. Thank you, Jay Long. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate it very much indeed. Right, that's it. We're out of here. See you all back in a very short while for the closing bell this afternoon and, of course, the concert tonight. Join us now in the extra channel. As always, take care of yourselves, your money, your crypto, but more importantly than any of that stuff, most importantly, most importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye now. Thank you for your company.